Hey, what's up guys? My name is Matt. Today we're talking about cheap versus expensive denim. Let's get into the video. I know a lot of people look up what is really the difference between a cheap or expensive denim, and I really wanted to break this out into 5 different categories between a really cheap denim, a cheap denim, a moderately priced denim, a high-end denim, and then designer, really expensive denim. And you might be wondering why you should trust a random guy on YouTube, why you should trust me. Well, I've owned a lot of different stuff from every different price category. I've messed around with a lot of different brands and kind of experimented to see what I really like, and I wanted to share that with you today. If you're new to the channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe. It really helps out a small channel like me. And with that being said, let's hop into the video. Let's hop into the cheap range, the first range, which is going to be your $0 to $30 denim. Now really in that price range, you're really going to find your H&Ms, you're really going to find your Forever 21s, your Target brands. A lot of the cheap brands, there's nothing really super duper wrong with them. I would say that a lot of the quality of materials they use isn't great. I would say that the quality of stitching isn't great. The quality of even the people working it aren't very great. It's pretty much made to be mass produced, cheapest price possible. You have to think that if there's a $30 price tag on it, it's gotta cost them maybe less than $10 to make if they actually want to make a profit. So you gotta think that they're cutting back on pretty much everything in this price range. They're not really giving you a high quality zipper. They're not going to give you high quality buttons or hardware on it. It really is the cheapest pair of denim you can buy, and really should only be bought if you really need something or in an awkward stage in your life where you're kind of going in between sizes, or you just really want to get that one look down that you're really only going to wear one time and then never wear it again. And for that, I guess this price range is perfect. And brands to look at in this category, definitely your H&Ms, your Forever 21s, your Target, your Walmart even. A lot of these brands in this category really fit well into that spot. Now some of them might be more than that, but I really wouldn't spend more than $30 on any of the brands in this price range. I feel like you can either find them on sale at those places for really cheap and probably close to the price that it cost them to make it. And his next price range will be 30 to 60, and I think this is where most people buy their jeans. Most people I know will buy these jeans at this price range, which is gonna be your Levi's, it's gonna be your Minimals, it's gonna be your Topmans, your Zara's. This is really where I see a lot of people buy their jeans. Now I really do feel that $60 is usually the sweet spot on denim. It's really where you can find a mixture between good quality from China, decent quality denim, and overall decent stitching. They are using better factories usually at that point, to where your quality control is going to be a little bit better than if you're buying it from your Targets, your H&Ms, or 21s. It's really coming down to even quality control with a lot of that, which it still isn't great. It is getting better. You're not really going to be finding a lot of good salvage in this range. You might find some salvage from a Uniqlo or even a Target, but I would really say that not all salvage is the same, not all denim's the same, and to kind of get sucked into that is kind of fooling yourself a little bit. And really in the $30 to $60 price point, I'd kind of avoid those marketing traps and go with a good quality pair of denim. To you, it might be a little bit different. It's kind of really where you can find a little bit different fits. You can go with your skinnies, your slims, your slim straights, your straights. It's really a mixture of different things in this price range, and so many different brands that I would just recommend you go in stores, try them out, see what really fits you the best. Go into a mall near you and just try on everything, and really come back and figure out which ones you like the best. I know for me personally, I was actually really enjoying Topman, which you can find on sale usually at a Nordstrom rack. For me, since I'm a little bit taller, it really fit a little bit better than all of the other ones. But really, don't be afraid to try out a bunch of different stuff. There's so many different brands in this price category that you really can't go wrong with most of them. They're still not going to be the best quality materials you can buy. They're still not going to be the best stitching or best quality control, but I see for the price and value and quality you're getting for that price, it really is a good sweet spot, I think, for denim. I think that's why you see the majority of people in your life really buy denim in this price range. And now I'm going to talk about the weird spot, which is the third range. It's kind of your moderately priced stuff, which is your $60 to $100 range. Now, as weird as it sounds, I don't really tend to see a lot of denim in this price range. A lot of stuff really is between the 30 to 60 mark and then 100 and beyond. And that's really where I see 2 brands where they fit in here, which is Gustin and Unbranded. I feel like both of those jeans really fit into this price range, but I feel like the problem is that you can find a lot of the brands I'll mention, the $100 and $200 range, on sale in this $60 to $100 range. And it's just an awkward spot because I don't really see the $60 to $100 range jeans kind of going down in price. They kind of just stay in that spot. Whereas you'll see the $100 and $200 jeans that really are worth that quality a lot of the times. They'll get discounted because they're just trying to move inventory, and you can really pick up some great steals at that price range. And honestly, like, that's just a spot that I don't tend to buy a lot of jeans in. It's just usually better to just go a little bit higher or a little bit lower. That spot's just kind of weird, and it's almost why I consider it a weird spot. Even though it's the most moderately priced out of all of them, it's just such a weird spot to be in. And the next range on my list was going to be like the moderately high range, which is the $100 to $200 range. Now there's so many different options here. I have a ton of different options in this price range. You have brands from All Saints, you have brands like AG, Page, Represent. You can find a lot of jeans even from the designer world that are used in this price range. And this is really, like, for me, this is where I buy a lot of my denim at. It's really where I find a lot of the denim really combines a mixture of different fits, different looks of the denim, different washes. They incorporate a lot of different things, still maintaining quality materials. I do feel that once you reach this price range, even beyond $60, you start to notice that stitching quality improves. There's not as many loose threads on your product. You tend to find that just the overall denim quality is a lot better. Even if it's like a stretch denim, selvage denim, any type of denim really, it's really where it starts to kind of separate itself from that cheaper range. You can really start to notice the differences even between, let's say, an All Saints jeans and a minimal pair of jeans. If I took off all branding, you'd be able to notice the difference because the hardware on the minimal jeans is noticeably worse than the All Saints pair. You can see that the denim's a little bit worse. You can see the stitching is not as clean. You'll find more loose stitches on the cheaper pair. And even like a lot of small details, like you'll find different pocket detailings on the more expensive pairs. You'll find that the way that they taper to the bottom is a little bit different. They have different things in mind when they're making different pairs like that. And honestly, like, this is a really good price point to shop at. I'd say if you are definitely a younger person still growing or going through awkward stages, this is not the price point that you want to be spending your money in. For me, honestly, if you're gonna be buying a pair of jeans and you grow out of them, you're almost gonna get less than half the cost back for them. So it's something to keep in mind of once you start wearing them, you're honestly might get half the money back. I find that All Saints jeans, you can find them used for around like 50, 60 bucks. They go on sale for around like $90 and maybe less if you're lucky. And they retail for around like 150, 160. You can see the price discrepancy between the used good pair, a on sale pair, and then the brand new price. And it ranges so much because of the fact that there's so many being produced. The fact that, let's be real, not that many people really know like these higher end brands like All Saints, Rag & Bone, different brands like that. And with these more expensive jeans, you definitely have your options. You have your selvage jeans made in the US. You start kind of seeing made in Japan stuff that's usually a little bit higher end. You start seeing like Japanese denim thrown in there a little bit. You start seeing like different washes and different materials that they're using. Like they might throw red in there so it starts fading with a red. There's so many different options in this price category. It's really hard to just hone in on like few specific brands. A lot of people will point to Naked and Famous, a lot of people point to nudie jeans. For me personally, I go with like an All Saints jeans because I love the stretch on it, I love the actual materials with it. But like there's so many different styles to try. This is another thing of just go in store, try them out, and then I would circle back, look at them online, see if you can find a better deal there, because honestly you might be able to find a steal there and not elsewhere. And really, like, this is such a wide open category that it's honestly, you can go with almost any brand of jean and you'll most likely be fine. I would personally stray away from any denim that you see always discounted from like $150 to like $70 because the quality on that one's probably not great. Although the margin between them both allows them to keep the higher marked up price because they're making more margin at that price. But just something to keep in mind. And now we're gonna hop into the most expensive category, which is your $200 and up. This is really where you start to see everything thrown out the window. You start to see people combining different denims on top of each other. You start seeing like a dark denim on the back, a light denim on the front. You start seeing even like Japanese denim made in Japan by the 3x1 company. You start to see just different types of companies, different denims, and there's so many different prices. Like $100, $200 have probably the most brands in the category, and $200 and up you just have so many different things to look at. You start to see like Japanese selvage denim a lot more that's made in Japan. You start seeing more unique washes from different brands. Now my favorite denim brand in this category is John Elliott, and I feel like John Elliott has some super unique washes that you just don't see a lot, like the Skittles, like sour Skittles. Like you see like those different washes that are just super unique to that brand, and you don't see anybody else replicating it because it's so hard to replicate everything, and the quality, the stitching, the quality control even. Like, it's something that you will find in lower end denim is that the jeans will be all over the place on how they fit. You could buy the same exact denim from 2 different stores. They could fit so differently. Whereas once you start buying this higher end denim, you start to notice that the jeans fit the same when you buy them. They don't have terrible quality control. They make sure that the quality of everything is kept to the highest possible standards, and they pay a little bit extra money to make sure that these standards are met. Because let's be honest, once you reach this price range, if you're buying $400 denim that fits different than the other $400 denim, you're gonna be a little pissed off with the brand, because now you have 2 completely different fitting denims, even though the wash might be the only thing that's different. And similar to the $100, $20, $200 range, you really start seeing that you have different fits. You might see something that a John Elliott where it's meant to be stacked more. You might see another one that is really meant to be more flared out, and the different cuts that you don't normally see a lot of places. That's really where this price category kind of comes in hand. Now, you will find a lot of similar fits in the $100 and $200 range, and even the cheaper ranges that are copying the more expensive ranges, but this is really where it all starts. This is where they kind of get the idea, and then it kind of goes down the funnel. So if you want to be really, really, really fashion forward, in that sense, this is usually sometimes the place to look. And the last thing, honestly, you're paying for the brand. If you're buying a pair of Gucci denim, you're really paying for that Gucci price tag for a lot of it. You're not really buying the quality for everything. If you're buying a pair of like John Elliott denim, well, he's known for denim, so you're not as much paying for the name as like a Saint Laurent pair of denim that really they fit very similarly. And honestly, like, it's hard for me to really pinpoint where you should go with this. I would definitely say with everything that I've ever mentioned, I will say for the 3rd time in the video, go try it on yourself and you be the judge for yourself. For me, I found that when one of my friends put me on the John Elliott, it was really the brand that stuck with me the most, and I personally would rather have 5 pairs of John Elliott denims that I can kind of rotate between, have a bunch of different like styles and looks that way, rather than 20 cheaper denim. Obviously, it's up to you at the end of the day, and if you've reached this far into the video, you'll kind of probably know where you should be sitting, hell, even what you can actually spend your money on. I always say that you should spend for the most quality that you can possibly get without going broke for it, and I think denim is definitely one of those things that's a little bit more underrated because you don't see a brand name as often on them. But really, the quality of materials or the fit that you want can really be obtained that way. And the last thing to mention too, before anything else, is if you really don't like the fit of a denim, you can always get them tailored or tailor them yourself. And that is a great option if you have a little bit of an awkward fit and you just want it to fit perfectly. That's honestly sometimes a great way to go for a cheap price. For people like me, I just love stuff fitting great off the rack, and I don't really want to mess around too much with that. I love the way that the designer meant for it to fit, and that's usually how I want to go. But you can tailor it to yourself, and honestly, that's a great option. If you've reached the end of this video, please let me know in the comments below, and let me know your favorite brand of denim, and even what price category you're going to be shopping in after this video. The tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And like I end every single video here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.